Shalom. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Are we good? All right. So we was on all the time? So like we was on all the time?
Yeah, we still running live.
Did it ever cut off?
No, it's still live.
All right. So we're going to go into the book today, man. Our title today is what? What's the title?
A good father chastises his child. A characteristic of the Most High.
The characteristics of the Most High. Good father chastises his child. And this is what the Most High is doing, man, with these scriptures. He's chastising us, man. And telling us, letting us know that, first of all, let's start off with Hosea 4:1. I'm going to show you Hosea 4:1. I'm going to show you that God got a problem in the way we're doing things, man. Not paying attention to his laws, statutes, and commandments. The problem behind these other nations is what is getting us destroyed by the Most High in his kingdom. Slide, I'm getting with you. I know the Christian church told us that God loved everybody and he died for everybody's sins, and you know what I mean? But in the Bible, that's not what it says. God said, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
Right.
That's in Amos 3:1. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. So I will punish you for all your iniquities. He is talking to the children of Israel, always. Everything is about the children of Israel in this Bible, man. His laws are for us and by us, man. Christ was a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah. It's the same tribe I'm from. So we need to understand that he ain't dealing with these other nations, and neither should we. We should come out of the world and dealing with these other nations, following their customs and ways of life. We're not supposed to celebrate or do anything they do. We're supposed to be ye separate. Ye holy. The word holy means separate. You got that?
Come.
Go ahead.
The book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children.
Say it again.
Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel.
Hear the word of the Lord. That's calm, ain't it?
Come.
Ye children of Israel. Again, he let you know. Hear the words of the Lord, ye children of Israel. He ain't talking about everybody in the world. He's separating us from everybody in the world. Why he not talking to the whole world? Because he's not for the whole world. He's for blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians, the children of Israel, the biblical Jews of the Bible. Even though you don't know who we are, God is telling you in the Bible who you are. You are the children of Israel. You're not a black, you're not an African American, you're not an African, you're not a Puerto Rican. We are really the Israelites in the Bible.
Right.
This is what God called our people, man. We are, read it again.
Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel.
Of who?
Of Israel.
Go ahead.
For the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land.
He have a controversy with us, man. He got a beef with us, man. He is not liking the way we do things, man. Go ahead.
Because there is no truth.
There what?
Because there is no truth.
We have no truth. Go ahead.
No mercy.
No what?
No mercy.
We have no mercy against other blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians. We have no problem with lying. The truth ain't in us because we lie so much. Just to win a conversation or to make yourself look better than somebody else or feel good about something, we lie about anything, man. We don't think twice about lying, even though that's a breaking of the law. Thou shalt not lie. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
nor knowledge of God in the land.
Knowledge of God in the land. There's no knowledge of God in the land. I'm saying, but in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, there's knowledge of the Most High.
That's right.
We know what the knowledge is of the Most High. I'm saying, we need to understand what the knowledge of the Most High is. And we're going to show you what that is. Let me get on Malachi 2:7. Hold it, we're going to go back to that, but let me get Malachi 2:7. Kind of. Let me know what you got. Hold on. We don't have no knowledge of God. And the reason we don't have knowledge of God, because our gates languish. Everything is about a hustle nowadays instead of the word of the Most High. I mean, what is the knowledge? I asked you, what is the knowledge of God? What is the knowledge of God? Tell the people. No, what is the knowledge of God?
Oh, His law, statutes, and commandments.
That's right, man. That's the knowledge of the Most High. And God said the knowledge of the Most High ain't in the world because we don't follow His law, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
I mean, you got that?
Come.
Go ahead.
The book of Malachi, chapter 2, and verse 7. For the priest's lips.
For who? Oh, Salaki. Say it again.
For the priest's lips.
Who? For the who?
For the priest.
Go ahead.
Lips should keep knowledge.
Should keep knowledge. The priest. This is the reason blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians have no knowledge of God.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Me, myself, ain't had no knowledge of the Most High until I came to the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commander General Yohana.
Right.
Every brother in the school have the knowledge of God. Read it again.
For the priest's lips should keep knowledge.
Go ahead.
And they should seek the law.
They should seek the what?
The law.
The what?
The law.
The law. Go ahead.
At his mouth.
At his mouth. People should seek the law at our mouth, at a priest and prophet's mouth, man. But that's not being taught in the streets, in your Christian church or Muslim mosque. Nobody go by the Bible and do what the Bible says. Right. In Christianity, they tell you that the laws are done away with. This is why they have no knowledge of God. Because the law, which is the knowledge of God, is done away with. That's your Christian church tell you.
Right.
They told you that the law was done away with. Why would they do that? Because that's not of God. That's not God's house. Go ahead.
For he is the messenger of the Lord of hosts.
For he is the messenger of the Lord of hosts. Go ahead, you got something?
Yeah, Salaki, sir. I just wanted to piggyback on what you were saying. And make no mistake about it. When the book of Malachi is telling you that the priest's lips should keep the knowledge, ain't talking about these Christian pastors because they don't keep the law. They're telling you that it's done away with. This Bible is talking about also the Bar Ricard is teaching his class right now. When he says something to you, he is the messenger of the Lord.
That's right. The whole Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, we are doing the will of the Lord.
That's right.
We don't tell you how we think it should go or how we want it to go. We tell you what thus say the Lord. And that's what a real priest and prophet is supposed to do. I mean, just because you wear a big suit and got a big card house and some shiny click-clacks don't mean you are a priest of the Most High. If you're not following the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High, you are a false prophet. And the truth ain't in you, man. This is what you got to understand when you go to Christianity and the churches and Muslim mosques. You're not supposed to follow these false gods that we're following. God never gave you religion, so you shouldn't be in a church. God never gave you a Sunday and called it the Sabbath. Everything and every way they're teaching us in the world is wrong. This is why God said he has a beef with us about what we're doing in his land. The Most High is trying to tell you how to roll, but we won't read the Bible. We want to do what we want to do. But yet we want to go into heaven. We want to go into the kingdom of heaven, thinking we're going to make it. And we're going to bring it out and show you how wrong you are, man. So let me get go back. Go ahead, read 8. Yeah.
The book of Malachi, chapter 2, in verse 7. For the priest's lips shall keep knowledge, and they shall seek the Lord his mouth. For he is the messenger of the Lord of hosts.
Go ahead.
Verse 8. But ye are departed
But
out
what?
of the way.
But what?
Ye are departed out of the way.
Go ahead.
Ye have caused many to stumble at the law.
This is what the Christian church do to us, man. They made us stumble at the law because they told you the laws was done away with. That all you have to do is ask for forgiveness and it's good. All the lies that the Christian church teaches, man, is of Satan, of the devil that the Bible speaks of, our oppressor, man. It's not of the Lord. Go ahead. No, that's like.
The covenant of Levi.
Yeah, we have corrupted the covenant of Levi. Saith who?
Saith the Lord of hosts.
Saith the Lord. The Most High say we did these things, man. Go back to Hosea 4 and read to you.
The book of Hosea, chapter 4, and verse 2. By swearing.
By what?
By swearing.
That's what we do, man. We got no problem. We don't know the knowledge of God, and we just break all his commandments. When the whole duty of man is to fear the Most High and keep his commandments, we break his commandments. Thanks to our Christian church. Thanks to the Muslim mosques, and thanks to any other religion that was given to us when God never gave it to us. We follow man. Read it again. By what?
By swearing.
Go ahead.
And lying.
And lying. We lie with no problem. We have no problem lying. Go ahead.
And killing.
And
stealing.
And stealing, man. We kill each other like it's not a sin. We steal with no problem. We rob each other, man. We do all types of sinful things to our brothers and sisters, man. Go ahead.
And committing adultery.
And we love to sleep with our brother's wife.
Right.
So much that we put it in songs. Ain't that what Tupac said? I did something to Biggie's wife.
Right.
He bragged about it like it was a joke. Running up in the streets, man, we think it's a hip thing to sleep with a man's wife, man. But we don't understand what a wife is, first of all. Right. We think we're sleeping with just his girlfriend. In God's eyes, there's no such a thing of a girlfriend. Sex is marriage. And the minute you have sex with someone, you are married to that person in the eyes of God. And that's the only eyes that count. It ain't my words or the school words. This is in the Bible. Sex is marriage. God explained to you how to marry a woman, and it's not no church nowhere involved, no big dress, no ring, no getting on your knees, none of that. The act of sex is marriage. So we have no problem committing adultery. Go ahead.
They break out.
They what?
They break out. And blood touch blood.
And blood touch blood, man. We have no problem with gang violence. All the blood, touching blood is each other. We touching each other. We killing each other in the streets. We ain't going out there killing no oppressor, Chinese man or African. We out here killing each other.
Right.
I mean, over anything, any reason. For killing, for lying, for stealing, for adultery, we killing each other. Blood touches blood because of our sins. We need to understand what our oppressor has done to us by taking the law of God away from us and giving us Christianity and Islam and having us follow these false prophets and gods. Go ahead, read 3.
The book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 3. There shall for the land.
Salaki, therefore
shall the land mourn.
That's what we in. We're in mourning. We poor, we broke, we homeless, we in the ghettos, we starving, strung out on drugs, we dying from drugs. We're in mourning. Go ahead.
And everyone that dwelleth therein shall languish.
That's us. We languish. Go ahead.
With the beast of the field.
With the beast of the field. Our oppressor. We languish. Go ahead.
And with the fowls of heaven. Yea, the fishes of the sea also shall be taken away.
We have nothing because of our oppressor. And we in mourning. Drop that. Give me Hold up. Isaiah 3 and 4. Slide, I'm gonna get it with you.
The book of Isaiah.
Slide, hold on, let me get it with you. We in mourning, and we suffering in these streets, man. We living in single parent households. %80 of our households are without a father, for both reasons, mother and father, not knowing the knowledge of God. So we are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. We don't understand what we're supposed to do in this land. And this is why God has a controversy with us, man. He has a beef with us about how we do things. We're not paying attention. We're not hearkening to the voice of the Lord thy God. You got that? Okay.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 3 and verse 4. And I will give children to be their princes. And babies shall rule over them.
The princes, man. Now we look up to the kids, and they rule over us. I'm saying, because our gates languish, and we're not with the way we're supposed to be. There's no law of God, no knowledge of the Most High in our households. So God gave children to be our princes, and babes rule over us. Go ahead.
Verse 5. And the people shall be oppressed.
Oh, who?
And the people shall be oppressed.
The people shall be oppressed. Aren't we oppressed right now? We destroyed as a people. I was just in court the other day, and a 19-year-old got life plus 45. Came to class today, and a brother told me a young sister that I just saw weeks ago just OD'd. We are destroyed in our gates language, man, because we have no knowledge of the Most High. Our people are oppressed. Go ahead.
And every one by his neighbor.
We oppress each other. The white man don't have to oppress us no more. We oppress each other. When you go out in the streets, who out there you got to duck and dodge from getting robbed? Your own people, young men, children. Go ahead.
Everyone by another, and everyone by his neighbor.
And by your neighbor. Your neighbor is another black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. It's not the other nations. We got to understand what the Bible's talking about. We got to come out of the lies of Christianity and realize the truth by coming into the school, grabbing a flyer, and coming to class.
Right.
So we can learn and understand the Bible for what it really is. Go ahead.
The child shall behave himself proudly against the ancient.
Ain't that what happening right now? No children listen to their parents. They hard-headed. They do what they want to do. Since it ain't no fathers in the home, in the majority of the homes, once the kid hits 16, the mother can't do nothing with him.
Right.
They give up. As soon as the kid start rebelling against anything she said. But she thought she could do it by herself. You can't raise a kid by yourself. If it was meant for, you'll have it by yourself. It was meant for two to raise a kid.
That's right.
Not one. When you have a kid, I don't care what the problem is, you should hold on to that marriage. First of all, because God said ain't no such thing as divorce. Second of all, for your kids' sake. We think we can do what we want, man. The Most High have a problem with that. If we could do what we want, he would have never gave us his word. He'd have let us decide what we want to do. His word was for our protection against these other nations in the world, man. So we can stop coming into sin and being punished by him, man. Go ahead.
The child shall behave himself proudly against the ancient.
They proud to go hard against their parents, man. And they proud of doing it. My mama won't tell me what to do. I ain't got to listen to my mama. I do what I want to do. That's what we think. You know what I mean? This is why so many of our young men and sisters are dying in the streets. Oh, damn. White man is definitely killing us in these streets, Shalaki. Unaliving us in these streets, man. Because we don't want to hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God to observe and to do his commandments. Right. We want to ignore the knowledge of the Most High. Go ahead.
And the base against the honorable. The
base. That's us, man. We the base in this world, man. We at the bottom. We low. Even though we God's chosen and supposed to be on top of this world. Because of our sins against the Most High, we on the bottom. We are base men. We low. That's base men. Go ahead.
Verse 6. When a man shall take hold of his brother of the house of his father.
Shalai. Go ahead. You already in it now. Go ahead.
Saying, thou hast clothing. Be thou our ruler. And let this ruin be under thy hand.
Shalai. Give me go down to 12.
Verse 12.
Yeah.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 3.
This is to back up what I was saying about the princes, man. The Most High say, children of our princes. I mean, and babes rule over us. And it's going to show you in this scripture exactly what it means. Go ahead.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 3, and verse 12. As for my people.
As for who?
As for my people.
Not the white, Chinese, Hispanics, just Hispanics, blacks, and Native Indians. No other nation is God talking to.
Right.
Read it again.
As for my people.
Go ahead.
Children are their oppressors.
Who?
Children are their oppressors.
The white man.
Children are their oppressors.
So I'm saying the white man ain't got to oppress us no more. I mean, he took the chains off our neck. We oppress ourselves now.
Right.
And they knew it. They knew once they destroyed us enough that us was going to be set in stone in our mind to continue on destroying our own. This is what's happening in the streets. Children are our oppressors now. Go ahead.
And women.
And who? And who?
And women rule over them.
Fathers.
Women rule over them.
And this is what happened in the streets, man. This is why women is raising monsters, man.
Right.
Because brothers think of no thing to leave their families. We are raising other family members instead of our own. Because of a one beef or one dislike or one anything besides adultery, we leave.
Right.
We don't know the laws of God, so we don't care. We do what we want to do. We don't think nothing of the children, how it's going to impact them, us not being in their life. Read it again from the top.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 3, and verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them.
Go ahead.
O my people.
Oh, who?
O my people.
This book is for you, for us, and by us, man. Most High is only talking to the blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians in his Bible, man. Get out of believing that God loves everybody. He loves you only you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
They which lead thee cause thee to err.
Yeah, they that lead thee cause thee to error. All your Muslim Mars, Farrakhan's, and Malcolm X's, and Martin Luther King, and Al Sharpton, Jamal Bryant, T.D. Snakes, all these false prophets, they lead us to error. They tell us that the laws are done away with, and that's the very thing that will save your life with the Most High. Right. Don't you know to love the Most High is to keep his commandments. If you break them, you hate them. So why would Christianity tell you that the laws are done away with? To make you hate the Most High. Because Christianity was given to us by our oppressor. And they was short teaching the preachers at that time to say certain things, and they're doing it for money, man. They don't care nothing about the people. Go ahead.
O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy path.
This is why our path is destroyed, man. This is why we don't know what way to go. We don't care what God said. We don't know. We don't have no knowledge of God. We don't care nothing about our brothers or sisters. We destroyed as a people because we have no way, because our path is destroyed. Go ahead.
This is so heavy, sir. It's a lot. I just was having a conversation. I saw men that were behaving in a manner which I call effeminate. And because of their effeminate behavior, it caused them to act out in violence. And people lost their lives. People were unalived. And women were hurt due to men being very effeminate.
Yeah,
I
man.
mentioned this scripture without actually calling out the scripture, but I said that women are ruling over these children. These little boys are growing up, and they're being very effeminate, very emotional. Men need to be back in charge of the household.
That's right.
Women is my biggest opposition against this scripture.
Right. That's what's going on, man. The women that take the roles want to be the mother and the father, man. And not because they really want to. They really have no other choice. We ain't leading our sisters like we're supposed to, man. And we're allowing them to make mistakes when we are their head, man. We need to show them. We need to be the teachers that God made us to be. We need to realize that without us learning this truth, our people are destroyed.
Right.
Because we are the heads. Can't point the finger at the sisters and can't just point the finger at the men. This is a together thing that we're destroying ourselves, man. We're doing this together. All because there's no knowledge of the Most High in Israel, man. Because of false prophets. Because we don't want to study to show ourselves approved and read to see the mistakes that we're making. We fell so much in love that we don't want to hear it. The minute you try to teach, they think you're trying to convert them or make a joke out of you trying to change them and make them see the light. This is how much of our people are destroyed. They don't want to hear the word of God. They despise it, like the Most High said. And the Most High says in the Bible, my children, don't despise my chastising, man. He's trying to correct you so he won't have to kill you. He's trying to save your life with his law, statutes, and commandments. And he was only given to us, so we should appreciate that, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
We should be happy that the Most High is literally trying to look out for us. So, like, where we at?
That was Isaiah 3 and 12, so.
Let me get go up to 1. Go give me 1 and 3.
Isaiah 1 and 3.
Yeah. Because there's no knowledge of the Most High. We don't know which way to go. We blind out here in these streets following up behind our oppressor and these false prophets, man. And it's all because of our oppressor, man. Our oppressor taught us to do that, man. They took the law of God away from us and gave us a false God that's not going to be able to help us in our time of need. And that's what we follow, a false God, a white Christ, who they call Christ. He's not Christ. His name is Caesar Bozier.
Right.
That's what we follow, man. We're not following Christ or God and no religion, because God never gave us that religion. What he gave you was a word, and we refuse to read and study that or go by that, so we destroyed as a people. We blind, not knowing what to do. Go ahead.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner.
The ox. What is the ox, man? That's an animal. Now go ahead.
And the ass.
And a who? And a who?
And the ass.
And a jackass, man. That's two dumb animals, right? Go ahead.
his master's crib. But Israel,
But who?
but Israel
But Israel, go ahead,
doth not know.
does not know. An ox knoweth his owner, and an ass his master's crib. But Israel do not know. Go ahead.
My people doth not consider.
Don't even consider. He's letting you know that an ox and a jackass is more smarter than the black, Hispanic, and Native Indians right now in this world, man. They know their crib and they know their master. We don't know the house we don't know where we're from. We don't know who our God is. We think we're African Americans. We serve a white Christ, a so-called white Jesus. We don't know who our master is. Go ahead.
Verse 4, a sinful nation.
A sinful nation, man. We destroyed as a people. We love sin. Try to cheat somebody that lost statute commandments and look at you and laugh, man. They run away from you first chance they get. They ain't trying to hear that. I ain't gonna stop what I'm doing.
Right.
They love destroying themselves, and the Most High is just trying to save their life. Trying to tell you stop using drugs, man. I don't want you OD. I don't allow you to do those things, man. I don't allow you to smoke. Most High is trying to save us with his law. Go ahead.
A people laden with iniquity.
We loaded with iniquity, man. We full of iniquity, man. Sin. We full of sin. Go ahead.
A seed of evildoers.
Of evildoers, man. Go ahead.
Children that are corrupted.
Go ahead.
They have forsaken the Lord.
Uh-huh.
They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger.
This is why we dying. This is why we're going through all the plagues that the Most High is putting on the earth. Because God said, I will punish you first for all your iniquity. This is why we the highest in the A's.
Right.
We killing our people left and right on the streets, man. Sisters got the highest rate in murder alone in blacks with just abortion. They don't even look at it like that though, because our oppressor told them that you can't kill it, it ain't alive. How can you kill something that's not alive? They talking about the baby ain't born yet. The baby is alive, you wouldn't be able to kill it. They're destroying our people with their lies, man. God said, who turned the truth of God into a lie? Thou shalt not kill. They say it's okay to kill. You don't need your parent now to abort your kids. Just come in and let us kill it. We'll let you kill it. This is what our oppressors doing to us, man. All his ways are crooked and corrupt. And we provoke the Most High to anger. Start again. They have provoked.
They have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. God
said, he is the one that killed. He make alive, and he heal, and he wound. All these things that's happening to us in these streets, the Most High is doing it because of his anger. For the law breaking that we breaking. Go ahead.
They are gone away backwards.
Everything we're doing it backwards.
Right.
Thanks to Christianity and following our oppressor and not wanting to hear the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. We are going backwards in the world, man. We're supposed to be on top, we're on the bottom. We're supposed to be on top of all nations right now. We're supposed to be ruling the world, but we're on the bottom. We're in the slums, in the ghettos, in the projects, destroyed as a people, man. Walking around like zombies on drugs, man. We lost. Go ahead.
Verse 5.
No, Shalaki, drop that. We backwards, man. We destroyed. When God, he made a deal with us, man. In the book of Deuteronomy, he told us, man, if you do what he say, I'll look out for you. I'll put you on high. I mean, But since we don't read the Bible and they don't bring these scriptures out in the Christian church, these are things that'll make you wake up to the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High and do the right things in life. But Christianity don't bring these scriptures out in the church. They keep these things hidden.
Right.
It's about a good feeling and how to get that money out your pocket. It's a hustle. How long we gonna love the hustle? How long we gonna love being lied to, man, and destroyed as a nation? Since we don't realize that we God's chosen people, we think we all one people because of the lies of Christianity. We ain't fighting for what's right. We ain't fighting for our life to change. We ain't fighting for our life to come out of the ghettos and the slums and do beautifully like the Most High wants us to be. We're supposed to be ruling the world right now, man. The kingdom's supposed to be ours right now. But we forfeited because we want to follow these other nations, man.
You want that, sir?
Yeah, give me, hold on, give me, no. Yeah, go ahead. No, slide. Get that. Give me, yeah, go ahead, get that.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning?
How long are you going to love to do bad? How long are you going to love to OD off of drugs, man? How long are you going to love to suffer in the ghettos and in the slums of this world, man? How long are you going to love standing on the bottom being like a base man? How long are you going to love being broken, disgusted, and not trusted in the world, man? They look at us like we low, when we the greatest things on earth. These other nations think they're better than us. They turn their nose up at us, man. And we love being a simple person. We got to come out of that. Let me get down Deuteronomy 28:15. We got to know what the Most High, and in Deuteronomy 28:1 it says, if thou shalt hearken to the voice, that he'll put us on high. If we keep his law, statutes, and commandments, he'll paraphrase them, but he say, if you do what I ask you to do, I will put you on high above all nations. That's just why wouldn't you want to obey it? And keep the law, the statutes, commandments of the Most High. You want to get money so bad that you'll kill, rob, and steal. So why don't you just follow our direction and get it the easy way? You know what I mean? It's way easier than doing 40, 45 in life.
Right.
Our oppressor, he wants us to do these things so he can send us away in jails and lock us up forever, man.
Right.
He loved order so much that he'll give you a sentence after your death. The hell you give me 45 years for and life? If I'm doing life, right, I ain't never coming home. What you give me 45 years for?
45 on your next life.
Yeah, because he knows it's the next life. He hoping you can get that 45 in too. This is how wicked our oppressor is, man. They put the guns in our neighborhood, the drugs in our neighborhood. Right. They oppress us so much that they create the gangs.
Yep.
You gotta understand what this oppressor is doing to us, man. This is why we call him the devil that the Bible speaks of. Right. He's destroying our people with his ways of life, man. His crafty counsel. Until we come out of this way of life, we're gonna keep on watching our kids being destroyed, man. We so lost in the world that we raise kids in a single parent home and do wicked things just to get a laugh or just to get attention. We go live on Facebook and destroy ourselves in front of our people, man. Women don't even smile today with their face. And we the prettiest things on earth. They use their ass to smile. You would think their ass is their face, much as they poking their behinds in the air, trying to get a like. That's a destroyed people, man. And they got no father in the home, and yet they think it's cool to do that in front of the kids. What you think your kids are gonna do? The kids gonna follow behind you. We sell drugs. Let it be known. Kids know we sell drugs. Thanks to the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, man, it saved my life, for one. Because I was doing exactly what I'm saying. I didn't know how to be a father to a kid. I didn't know that selling drugs or smoking weed in front of your children, man, it was destroying your kids. Because I had no knowledge of the Most High. That's Commander General Hunter in the school, man, and the Most High himself, man. We definitely come out of that, man. We come out of that world of not knowing what to do and wanting to destroy our people. We all had to come out of that. We all got to see what's right and what's wrong. See the crafty counsel of our oppressor so we can stop being that way, man. Stop feeding to his hand like he wants us to do. Let me get on. Where you at?
Deuteronomy 28 and 15.
Go ahead.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. I
told you in 28:1 he said he would bless us, man. Know what I mean, for keeping his commandments. And in 15 he's letting you know what?
To observe and to do all his commandments and statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses.
That all these what?
That all these curses.
ODing off of heroin, man.
That all these curses.
AIDS.
Curses.
40 plus life.
Curses.
Go ahead.
Shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Dying at 21, 22. Kids that ain't even see 21 yet and they're getting 40 and 50 years, man. We destroyed. Read that part again.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
God is making a deal with us. Go ahead.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments and statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee.
This is what we're saying in the streets, man. This one of the curses I just heard when I got in class today, hearing that young sister died, man. OD, 9 times out of 10, it was fentanyl or any other drug, but she OD'd. That's a curse, man, from the Most High. We cursed in the streets. Go ahead. Where you at?
And overtake thee. Verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city.
In the what?
In the city.
In the city, man. We cursed in the city, man. Our kids are dying. We are destroyed. We on the bottom. We in every ghetto, every slum, every project, every hole and crevice in the city, man. We on the bottom, man. You got to move out of town or up to the richer place to see these other nations, man, because they ain't down here with us, man. Right. We the ones that's cursed in the city, man. This is how you know. This is the proof that the Bible is real and that the Israelites are the God's chosen people, because this ain't happened to nobody else but the blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians.
Right.
We on the borders, on reservations, and we stuck in the slums and ghettos of America. Go ahead.
And cursed shall thou be in the field.
In the field. When we was in the fields picking cotton and sugar cane, we wasn't getting paid for that, man. That was a curse to be down there like that in the sun. We was catching heat strokes, dying in the sun, man. Working like a slave, getting beat. He wasn't getting paid, he was getting beat. That was a curse. That wasn't nothing else, man. There wasn't nothing good about that. That didn't happen to no other people. That was us in the field. We were destroyed. We cursed in the city and we cursed in the field. This is how you know it's blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians are God's chosen people, the real Jews of the Bible.
That's right.
I ain't talking about nobody else. Go ahead.
Verse 17.
Oh, Shalai, give me, jot down to 48.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, in verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Who put us on a slave ship? Was that our friend? That was the enemy. Who we serve when we go to, who we working for. We serving our enemy. Who killing us in the street daily? Same person that brought us on those ships.
Right.
Our enemy. And we want to marry these people, man. We want to live beside these people. Go ahead.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
The Most High sent our enemy against us, man. Because we didn't want to serve the Most High correctly. Just like that was in the time of Moses, the Most High told us, man, that he was going to send us away on cargo slave ships. And we're going to have to serve our enemy. And we're going to be cursed. All these things the Most High warned us about. And now we reaping what we sowed, man. We serve other gods. And right now, today, we're doing it again. Right. We in Christianity. We in Islam. Serving wood and rocks. Wood and rocks. Wood and stones, like the Bible says. We destroy it. And we're doing it again. This is why we're dying. Read it again.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger.
And what?
In hunger.
Every market, everywhere we get our food, it comes from the other nations, our enemy. None of us own these spots where we're getting our food from. You might have a store or a little fast food place. 9 times out of 10, it ain't gonna last long. But you're still getting your food from the other nations.
Right. And to add on top of that, even some of the foods that come from our own people, like which come from our ISUPK brothers, the Mexicans, they might be the ones out in that field plucking up that fruit, but they still getting sold to us by our enemies.
Yeah, everything comes from them, man. You might got one that can slide through the cracks, but somewhere, some way, somehow, he is getting it from our oppressor. Our oppressor have a hand in everything right now, man. And as a nation, we definitely getting it from our oppressors. Go ahead. In hunger, go ahead.
In hunger and in thirst.
And in thirst. Everything we need to drink come from our oppressor, man. Even though we don't know where it come from, because he is a liar and the father of it, we got to buy our water, which is given to us by the Most High, from our oppressor. We got to get it from the oppressor. This is another way and proof that the Bible is real, and it spoke a prophecy that's coming true today on the children of Israel, which is us, blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians. So you should never want to doubt that the Bible is real or not. No other book can tell you what's going to happen before it happened, and it really truly happened. This was told in the time of Moses, man, that we was going to go through these things. Go ahead.
In hunger and in thirst and in nakedness.
And nakedness, man. Every stitch of clothes we wear, it would come from Ralph Lauren. You want to get, you think you're styling and everything. Every name you got, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, all the names that we wear, and think we're doing something that come from our oppressor, man. And nakedness, man. If you don't want to be naked, you're going to get some clothes from our oppressor. This is another way you got to realize what the Bible is showing you, man. This is pure proof that this is of the Most High, and that it's talking about his children, the blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians. No one else is going through this. You look on every back on the tags and shirts and pants from China. You know what I mean? Some way, we getting it from somebody besides our own.
Right.
You might have a brother that's got his own label on his clothes, but he getting it from the white man.
Right.
He ain't making these clothes. He might have bought into the business, but he ain't making them. He getting them from the white man. In nakedness, go ahead.
And in want of all things.
And anything you want, man. You want to bury your parents, you got to go to the white man. You want insurance, you got to go to him. You Want to go to the hospital, you got to go to him. In all things, we have to serve our oppressor, man. This is a destroyed people. Go ahead. No, Shalak, you skip. And in the one of all things, start right there. And he shall
put a yoke of iron.
A what?
A yoke of iron.
Who did that to us, man? We got pictures in camp. You can look it up online. Nobody had iron bracelets. We ain't wear it for sport. That was put on our neck. And they shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck. That happened to the blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians when we came over here in slavery out them boats, man. That ain't happened to nobody else. That truly happened. They put dog collars on us, man. Yokes of iron. So we couldn't run through the woods and without getting caught on something. We couldn't escape. It was like wearing handcuffs. They put it on your neck. Go ahead.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Yeah, that's what they're doing, man. And when we destroyed in the mind so much that we're going to kill ourselves, then they took the yoke of iron off. Then they took the handcuffs off and said, go ahead, they can do it now. They program. This is why children is our oppressors now, man. They didn't want to put a yoke of iron on your neck. They didn't want to strangle you for your money. Have you ducking and dodging and fearing for your life when you go out there. These young ones, man. Because there's no knowledge of the Most High in our household, man. Go ahead. Slack, drop that. What was that, 48? Go to 68. 28, 68? Yeah.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
That happened to us, man. Egypt. The word Egypt means bondage. Yeah, I mean, they got a land, Egypt, but in this sense, the word Egypt is meaning bondage, slavery. And the Lord shall bring us into slavery again by the way of ships. Because we was in slavery before in the time of Moses with Pharaoh. And when we broke the law then and served other gods then, the Most High told us what was going to happen to us in due time. And when we came over here on the cargo slave ships, this is their due time. This is the time that that the Bible is talking about, man. This is another way you know who the children of Israel is. Go ahead, read it again. Read it again.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
We the ones that came over here in cargo slave ships, packed like sardines. Go ahead.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
The land that we was from, we'll never see it again. As a whole, as a nation. We'll never see that land again. Go ahead.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Into who?
Your enemies.
We was the ones that sold on auction blocks. We were sold like merchandise to other slave owners, man. Nobody else went through these things. This is talking about the children of Israel. This is how you know you are God's chosen people. Blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians. This happened to us. No other nation can say they did that. Nobody was brung to a land they knew nothing of, sold as bondmen and bondwomen, auctioned off like a piece of material. Nobody go through that but the children of Israel. This is how you know who we are. This is why we teach this with the knowledge, knowing that we are God's chosen people. Because it's right here in the book, man. You don't got to read it. We're reading it for you. Go ahead.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Unto your enemies. Go ahead.
for bondmen and bondwomen.
Slave men and slave women. And no man shall buy you, meaning no one shall save you out of that. No one could save us out of that, man. Drop that, man. Give me Malachi 3 and 11. No, Salaki. Micah 3 and 11.
The book of Micah, chapter 3 and verse 11. The heads thereof judge for reward.
The heads thereof judge for reward. Who they talking about, man? They talking about the Christian pastors in these Christian churches, man. They talking about Farrakhan. They talking about all the heads of these religions. They do it for reward, man. They're the ones out here buying cars and planes and houses with your money, your tithe money. They ain't taking care of the people like they're supposed to. You get some trouble, you can't call on them for help. They're not paying your rent. But you put the tithe, you put the money in their pocket. You pay your tithes. Go ahead.
The heads thereof judge for reward.
And
the priests thereof teach for hire.
For money, man. Go ahead.
And the prophets thereof divine for money.
For who?
Divine for money.
Go ahead.
Yet will they lean upon the Lord and say, is it not the Lord among us?
And they think Christianity is the house of God. Because they prosper because they stealing the money that's supposed to be for the nation, man. To help the nation, man. They stealing the money, man. They have no love for our people, man. You can pay tithes for 20 years in the church, man. If you ever need some help, you're lucky if you can get a $5 from your preacher, man.
Right.
I've been in that situation before. I paid my tithes to a Christian church and thought I could get some help when I needed some help. And they looked at me like I was crazy. I had a wife and kids, and they looked at us, they ain't care how many kids we had. They're like, I ain't gonna be able to do it. That's how they roll with us, man. They do it for money for them. They buying big jets and cars and houses and streets, houses with their name on the streets. This is how they rolling, man. They do it for money. Go ahead.
Is not the Lord among us? None evil can come upon us.
Shalakia.
Verse 12.
No, you was at. Shalakia, my bad. Verse 12. Give me 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians 3 and 16. Our people were destroyed, man, because of our leaders in this world, man. We're not following behind Commander General Yohana, man. So we're destroyed as a people. We think that it's okay for us to destroy ourselves, man. This is why the news that I heard today about that sister, man, is happening at least once a week. I lost so many brothers and sisters behind ODing off of the drugs that our oppressor put in the streets, man. They tell you now you can't even find real heroin in the streets. It's just fentanyl, something that's going to kill you. And everybody's so addicted, they still doing it, right. Thinking they can, you know what I mean? They can make it. Why you hear every day that something killing you? Why would you take a gamble on your life like that? Because we are destroyed people. Go ahead.
Sir, and if you are a pothead, you are a drug addict.
Damn right. That's what a pothead is. It's a drug. You love it, you're addicted to it. How can you not think you're an addict? You smoke cigarettes, you're an addict. It's a drug. You're an addict for nicotine. Smoke weed, you're an addict for marijuana. Deal with coke, you're a cokehead. You're an addict for coke. Heroin and so on and so on, man. A drug is a drug. If it's not prescribed by a doctor, you're not supposed to use it in the Word of God. God said, honor the physician. These drugs that we're using are medicines, man, and we use it for recreational purposes, man. We want to use it for fun. We follow behind our oppressor. He the drug addict. He the one that love cocaine, marijuana. He love it.
Right.
Don't want to live without it. So we end up being the same way, man. Following our oppressor, man. When we're supposed to be following the Most High. Christ. We're supposed to be following Christ, who came out here and gave us the Word of God to show us how to be a holy people, a separate people. Again, the word holy means separate. We're supposed to be nothing like nobody in this world but Christ. That's who we're supposed to follow, man. That's our king, that's our leader, that's our savior. We're supposed to follow him. But we're following our oppressor, and it's killing us. Man. Go ahead.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 3, and verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God?
Know you, black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, know that you are the temple of God. You are the house of God. God dwell in you. He in you. He inside you. He live in you, man.
Right.
Read it again.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 3, and verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God?
Go ahead.
And the Spirit of God dwelleth in you.
He dwell in you, man. So how can you be putting fentanyl in your body? That's why you died. The Most High ain't having that. How can you be smoking weed? This is why we dying, man.
Teach.
Read it again.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 3, and verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God, and the Spirit of God dwelleth in you? Verse 17. If any man defile the temple of God.
See what I'm saying? This I told you Most High is chastising us, man. He's teaching us right from wrong in this Bible. Why wouldn't you want to read it? So you can live. Go ahead.
Him shall God destroy.
This is what happening, man. You want to put fentanyl, you want to put marijuana, you want to use drugs that you're not supposed to use, you want to eat the things that you're not supposed to eat, you want to do the things that you're not supposed to do. You're forgetting that you're a holy man of God, a holy sister of God, man. Most High said he will destroy you for these things. This is what's happening to us, man. That's why we're dying. You wonder why we at the bottom of the total life of humans, man. We destroyed as a people in all the ghettos and slums and bumming and striving, trying to make it because we breaking the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, man. And he ain't having it, man. And he said he will destroy us for that, man. Read again from the top, if any man.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 3, and verse 17. If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy. For the temple of God is holy, which temple ye are.
I'm saying? So your temple is holy, man. You got to keep your temple clean. This is the scripture proving that you can't use drugs, man. You cannot put that in you, man. That's like you telling the Most High to smoke weed, to use heroin. Most High said you are him. Christ died for us, man. We owe our life to Christ, man. We can't just do what we want. We are a special people unto God. We got to know that and act like it, man, so he can stop killing us, man, because that's what's happening. The anger of the Most High is definitely killing us for our mistakes, man. Us being a stiff-necked people, a hard-headed people, man. The Most High, you don't want to listen to him, he's going to kill you. This is how it's going, man. You don't want to teach your kids in the way they should go to listen to him, he's going to kill your kids. This is what happened to us. We need to understand why the things happen to us like it is. We got to stop following these other nations and these false prophets, man. Give me Isaiah 52 and 1. Let me know when you get it.
Come.
Go ahead.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 52 and verse 1. Awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Zion.
It's Most High. He talking to blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man. Zion is another name for the 12 tribes of Israel.
Right.
He said, awake, awake, put on the strength, on thy strength. Gird up your loins, man. Read this Bible, man. Keep these commandments. Commandments is your strength against dying in the world. The crafty counsel of our oppressor wouldn't be able to work if we put on our strength. If we follow the law, statute, commandments to a T, we will be a perfect people.
Right.
But since we don't, we dying. Go ahead.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 52 and verse 1. Awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Zion. Put on thy beautiful garments, O Jerusalem.
Put on your beautiful garments, man. Go ahead.
The holy city, for henceforth there shall no more come into thee the uncircumcised and the unclean.
If we gird up our loins, we do what the Most High say, man. No bad thing will happen to us, man. Like he said, blessings will come on us. All through the Bible, he's teaching you and correcting you, man. Again, a good father will chastise his kids. And that's what the Most High is doing to us with his law. He's trying to correct you before he kill you.
Right.
He's trying to correct you so you can correct your kids before he kill your kids, man. You wonder why we're doing bad and destroying this earth as a nation? Because we don't want to follow the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. We have to raise our kids in the way they should go, not showing them to be whores and drug dealers and pimps and prostitutes, man. You're supposed to show them that we are a people of God, a holy people, a perfect people. And the only way we're going to do that is we come back to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High.
That's right.
Let me last one, Genesis 3 and 1. Hold up.
Come.
Hold up. No, don't give me that. Salaka. 1 Corinthians 15 and 33. 15 and 33? Yeah.
Come. The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 15 and verse 33. Be not deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners.
All the lies of Christianity, man. All the lies of the street, man. All the ways of our oppressor corrupt us, man. We are a holy people, a good people for real, man. So good that when you hear of all the crazy murderers in the world back in the day, all the what they call them, what they call the people that constantly kill. What's the name for that, man? Man, what's the name for the all the murderers in the world, all the white murderers in the world that kill it, just, you know what I mean, constantly hunt people down and kill them. What do they call them? Nah. They call it, that's what they're doing, but that ain't what they call them. But when you hear serial killers, all the serial killers, man, you instantly know 9 times out of 10, I mean, it's our oppressor. 'Cause that's what he do, man. Go ahead.
And if you happen to be one of the rare cases when you see one of our people,
Yeah, like the black guy and the black brother. It was only it's very seldom. Not saying that it can't happen, but 99.9 of the time, it's our oppressor.
and when you do see our people, that's very rare time. It started because of something that was done to us by the oppressor.
Right,
So he still gets blamed.
right. You can't even say it's the Chinese or the Africans. It's our oppressor. He is definitely the person that the Bible speaks of when he say he's a devil.
Right.
Go ahead, read.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 33. Be not deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners.
That's what made us bad. The streets made us bad. The streets is where our oppressor dwell. And his sin is dwelling in the streets heavy. Go ahead.
Verse 34. Awake to righteousness and sin not.
Awake to the Most High, to the Most High's righteous ways of life, man. Awake to the law, statutes, and commandments that the Most High given you for protection.
That's right.
They are a gift to every black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. Go ahead.
For some have not the knowledge of God. I speak this to your shame.
You know what I'm saying? You should be shameful to be following behind these other nations, man. It should hurt your heart that the Most High is chastising you this hard in the Bible. We need to wake up, like you said, man. Wake up to righteousness. And with that, we're the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, coming out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yahada, here to bring the truth to every black, Hispanic, and Native Indian that we are God's chosen people. And that we got to come out of the way of the world, man, and follow in the ways of these oppressors and these heathens in the nation, man. We need to come out of that and come back to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High so we can come out of being destroyed. We're going to pass the class to Priest and Prophet Bakar for the security announcements. Shalom, Israel.
That was a very, very powerful class, sir. Very timely. Most High not playing about that chastising. Like any good parent, he's going to chastise his children when you get wrong. You do that to fix us because he loves us. This is the ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. New rules for the brothers and sisters. When a new brother or a new sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are here to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves to the world. After 6 months, if a brother or a sister is interested in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6-month period in which a brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Then there is tithes. Tithes, which is a commandment. This comes from the Most High God. It is a commandment, it is not an option. You can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18 and verse 21. Also, you can find it in the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. It means a tenth in the Hebrew, and it is pronounced ma'ashara. A tenth of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, you give that to the Treasury Department or to the teacher. Also, we have a priest fund. This is a free will offering for the priest. This is not mandatory. Whatsoever amount that you would like to give, feel free to go ahead and give that amount to the priest. Upcoming holy convocations. We have, what's the upcoming holy convocation? October. The memorial blowing of the trumpets, Wednesday the 2nd, October. Be here at the school, get in with your brothers and your sisters here. You're supposed to gather together. That is a commandment. Zephaniah 2:1. You can find that in the book of Leviticus chapter 23 and what verse? 24 through 25. Remind all Akim and Akwakim to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and material. If a brother wants to become a trooper in the school, he is to begin wearing all black, which includes black boots, black shirts, black pants, black headbands, or scarf. And with that, we're going to give a one courtesy salute to the teacher. In Israel, Amajiam Shabbat, Amajiam, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabbarakatha, Yazamata, class dismissed.